just strolling down the street on South Peoria, and these kids are outside playing in the snow and the ice. And I'm like, what is going on with Hanson in Tulsa? I didn't see the posters. They all had long hair. I pulled over and I was like, what are y'all doing? They were like, playing. I was like, that's dedication. Won't you be on my show? So I booked them, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Who else am I gonna put on this show, on this episode? And I was like, I need an artist. I need a bass, something with experience. So I located the world famous painter Skip Hill, who is right here in Tulsa, who has art hanging at the Philbrook, and he agreed to come. So I had my next guest. You like my Easter suit I'm sporting tonight? Hey, this is a thrift store find, yo. You like that, Melissa? We matching too.
You got me this wonderful chair too. I thought it was so cute.
Y'all just had to see her dress. You look wonderful tonight.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Easter's coming up. Easter's different now. I went to Walmart. They have baskets for like $60 for kids with all kinds of toys in them. Games and Roblox cards, gift cards. The hell? I'm old school. It wasn't like that. We had a choice of 3 different baskets, a green one, a yellow one, or a blue one with the fake green grass in it. Them Peeps. Old candy. The toy was a paddle with the ball on the end of it. And you know what that was? Once that ball broke, an ass whipping device the rest of the year. When I was in Austin, I was in South Austin. I lived in an apartment complex where it was 99.9% Hispanic. I've been a minority my whole life, but I've never been the minority of minorities. It was kind of hostile at times. I used to walk around the neighborhood, the apartment complex, and I would go in my house and change my clothes so I would make them think that it was more than one black person that lived there. Even the bartender laughed. Thank you so much. I'm trying to bring everybody into the show. I want you to have a good time, and make sure you go see the bartender who so graciously came and is supplying funny. I'll give you the funny. She'll make the I'm coaching soccer, and I got 4 Pablos and 3 Jesuses. Hello? Loosen up, man. We in Tulsa, that exists. I told you I had 4 Pablos. I'm not making that up. And I looked at the parents, and everything's through translation. It's crazy, but it's working out. We're undefeated. I've never played soccer a day in my life. I'm just saying, give it to Pablo. Give it to Pablo. I asked the parents, I was like, well, I got 4 of them. I got this look of confusion from everything. And I was like, well, does he have a nickname you want me to? I got Pablo, Pablito, and my favorite parent was like, just call him Escobar. I got the guy Hannah fans to laugh. That's cool. Look, y'all sit back, relax. We're gonna get ready to bring out our first guest. He formally studied art at the University of Oklahoma. We won't hold that against him. I'm from Arkansas. Then he traveled abroad to places such as Germany, Morocco, and Czechoslovakia. Yeah! He returned to Oklahoma, opening up studios and inspiring all people and children. In 2014, his piece of art, The Dream Sower, was added to the Oklahoma State Art Collection. In 2022, the Philbrook Museum purchased 2 of his pieces where they still hang to this day. Keith Terry live audience, please welcome the world famous Skip Hill. You can do better, Skip Hill! I'm good. Here, let's pull these up. We had a little trouble. We're good on the second mic? Uh-oh, I don't hear bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Thank you. All right, here we go. Hey, how did you like the song? Everything has purpose. I purposely picked these chairs because I wanted to have a clear conversation. Like, everything has meaning. Like this.
Bada bing.
And I picked the Amadeus because as a kid I watched the Night Tracks, the video, and Renaissance. And yeah, so that was for you.
Okay, so next time we do this, I mean, my theme song though is Return of the Mac.
Hey,
Return of the Mac and do my jam.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it.
Beautiful.
I gave you an introduction. And
I'm glad I didn't hear it. I was talking with the band back in the back. I'm glad I didn't hear it because I'd be probably pretty embarrassed with all they were platitudes, right? Good.
Absolutely.
I would have been embarrassed. I would have been embarrassed.
Hey,
no, thank you for having me. That's
yeah,
awesome.
and it's a good mix. The young kids and then back. We should have cameras in the back so
That's a great idea.
y'all are missing the conversation between young Guy Hanna and
It's beautiful, you know. I mean, these guys could literally be my kids. In some cases, I could be their granddad. But I'm just listening to them talk about music, the recording, how music is like making art. I'm like, shoot, man, just one of these guys back here knows old school comedians like Jackie Gleason. And I'm like, dude, what do you, Bill Hicks? And
It blew
I'm like,
my mind.
I'm like, how do you know these guys, man? You got to be a student of the art.
he said Bill Hicks, and I looked at
How
him,
the hell
and
do you
then
know who Bill
and I was
Hicks
like, yeah, you're still young.
No, it's great. That kind of energy, as far as your show, if you're creating this kind of energy, this opportunity for these kinds of relationships and conversations and interactions with people, man, it's a beautiful thing what you're doing here.
I appreciate
It's a
you.
beautiful thing, yeah.
So, where is Skip Hill from?
Skip Hill is from all over, man. I was born in Padre Island, Texas, which is my dad was in the Marine Corps, and I was born at the Naval Air Station there. Grew up near the beach. I could go to the beach, but from there I lived in Southern California, lived in Florida, lived in Memphis, and then about 7th grade we moved to Oklahoma.
Okay.
And it was a culture shock to say the least. Because I'm coming from like all black Memphis, all black schools, all
That's
black.
black.
Memphis is black.
Black.
It's a black town.
It's very.
And so I come from there to like a bedroom community outside of Oklahoma City, Del City, Midwest City area. And it's just like, wow. One thing I will say I have to remember was, man, the girl, they were like pep club girls. They were enrolling or something. And I was like, damn, these white girls are fine as fuck. These girls, pretty legs, but no. So it was. I came to Oklahoma at an age just kind of entering adolescence, and so I've been here. I call it home. Out of all the places I lived, Oklahoma is the place that I do call home. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I can talk shit about her all day, but if someone else from some other state says something about it, I'm ready to buck up and fight. So that's how I feel about Oklahoma. And I've left many times. All of us do this, right? You leaving? I'm never going back. I'm not even looking in the rearview mirror. Forget Oklahoma. I'm going to wherever. In my case, it was Southern California. Then I lived in Southeast Asia for a year. Then I lived in the Netherlands for about 3 years. And at one point, I just kind of felt this powerful pull of family. And my family was here, so it's like, damn, I got to go back to Oklahoma to see my mom. and I pretty much have been here ever since. And I do make a point of traveling, so I'll go to Brazil and stay for a month. I'll go back to the Netherlands and stay for 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever. So I do like to travel, and I always say, you know, Oklahoma's great because there's planes that leave every day. And they bring you back. They'll bring you back.
But that is I understand that. Kind of is why I'm here. I don't know, but I love it. And I tell people I love it because it's honest.
It is honest.
It's very honest. I don't have to guess anybody's energy. Like, I don't have to guess if they like me or not.
I don't care if you don't like me. Just let me know. Just kind of give me a heads up if you don't. You know, if it's for whatever reason that you have. So no, that thing about I joke about this a lot. So all of us in this room knows that when you're out on the country road or any kind of road, and you're passing someone, we do the two-finger kind of. We just kind of do a little thing. There's other parts of the country they have no idea.
You'll get shot for that.
You get shot.
In Memphis.
In Memphis, I was in Trenton, New Jersey once, and I'm walking down. I was walking down the street, and I just kind of did a wave to someone, and the guy goes, "Do I know you?" No, bro. He said, "Then why are you waving at me?" I'm like, "Let me keep on walking here." So there are wonderful things about this state that touch my heart and kind of bind me to this place.
A painter of world-traveled, experienced. You spent your time in the Netherlands. You studied some
The greats, man.
Yeah,
The greats. You know.
Van Gogh.
Yeah. The greats that were like, you know, in my history book, the picture's about this big, and then you go and see them in person. It's just really incredibly moving, and so all of that kind of fit. Up until that point, I did a lot of graphic design. I was more in the advertising industry early in my career, and then once I went to Europe and saw these greats, it just hit me. It's like, man, you really want to make art that's from your heart, doesn't have an invoice attached to it, and something that make art for art's sake, and go on that journey. And my dad, my father, who I didn't grow up with, but I reconnected with later on in my life. And he did totally counter to what most parents, especially dads, would do. You know, you would expect your dad to say, "Boy, you need to go down to the post office and get you a real job," or "I can get you a job over at the base," or "I can get you..." No, he's like, "Man, you're an artist. You've been an artist since you were a child." He goes, "Man, just believe that, pursue that, stick with that. And God will bless that." He says, "That's the most obvious gift that you have." So all this talk about going to art school and being an architect and all this stuff, he goes, "Man, trust the artist in you." And that's my daddy telling me that, you know, and I've done that.
That's dope.
Yeah, he was a dope dude.
That's
He
dope.
was a dope dude, yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with my oldest, my firstborn.
Pursue
I told him live life.
Live it.
Yeah.
Live
I was
it.
just go do it. And he's a boat captain in St. Thomas.
I
right now.
love it. I love it.
And walking around looking like me with his shirt off. I can't stand his little. Thank you. I'm still looking for sponsorship eventually.
Absolutely.
So thank you for saying that.
Yes,
for me. But yeah. Anyway, so that is, I get it, the art part, and I get why everything you'll see it at the end is here, because for me, I could do some easier stuff, some more worldly things for bookings. I could be working.
Sure.
I could be working for the people, but then you listen to that thing in the universe, whether it's God or what that's inside that makes you sleep and smile when it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Forget LA. I want to interview Skip Hill in Tulsa at Wompa.
Well, like you, I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, we learn pretty early on, or once we start getting into our passions and careers, especially when they're like creative. We got to go to LA. We got to go to New York. You got to do that, or else you're just not gonna make it. I even had a friend say to me, "It's like, if you're moving to Tulsa, not exactly the place that you become a world-renowned artist, And in your case, but it's like I've gone to those places, and I had a gentleman who I really respect, who, if I said his name, you would know his name, but we're not dropping names tonight. But he said to me, he says, tell you the truth, there are a lot of guys like you in New York City. There are a lot of guys like you in LA. He says, but there's not a lot of guys like you here. He says, so I just feel as though you'd make a bigger impact here than even a ripple in New York City. He says, so do that. He said, I'm just going to offer that to you to consider. I'm like, dude, this guy's like freaking richest, successful. Why wouldn't I listen to what he said?
Hello.
I didn't do it immediately, but I've probably, 20 years later, I find myself in Tulsa. Didn't want to come to Tulsa, didn't want to love Tulsa at all, because I grew up in Oklahoma City. And I didn't come to Tulsa for anything. Maybe a group show at Steve Liggett's gallery, I'd do that. But I never spent a night in Tulsa until I moved to Tulsa. And I'll be doggone, man, this chick's got me loving her, man. Tulsa's got me digging her. It's like, okay,
I can feel it.
okay.
Yes.
It's like, all right, this girlfriend's good to me. Let's see how far this goes. Maybe we'll do better with her than I have in some of my other relationships.
She talk back sometimes.
She does.
She get loud.
She does.
She can be messy.
She keeps her streets pretty much. I mean, really, the city's seal should just have a pylon on it. It should just be an orange traffic cone should be on it, man.
And it's random. I went into,
It's in the best neighborhoods. The best neighborhoods have bleeped up streets. They do.
I went into Reesers on Brookside, and the traffic was on Peoria, and
Oh,
then I
my
decided
gosh.
to go on Utica, and it moved
Yeah.
by the time I finished shopping to Utica. What in the Tulsa?
That's Tulsa.
What in the Tulsa?
Yes. I mean, I'm driving through some of the nicest houses in Midtown. I'm like, man, you're... Beautiful house. Lovely front yard. Nice.
Looking at those Christmas lights can give you Tourette's.
Yeah, but it's a cool place. It's cool. And I love, so I get asked, I was recently in Oklahoma City, I was receiving this wonderful award from an organization that I love and support. And they're people I've known for years. So I've got a huge tribe in Oklahoma City, and they're all like, all right, so who has the better art scene, Oklahoma City or Tulsa? I'm like, which is cooler? I'm like, man, don't ask me that. Oh, come on. It's like, guys, I kind of like Tulsa, man. I think Tulsa's kind of cool. I dig it. It's kind of cool. It's been good to me.
Your art, my art, and they blend it together. They don't even realize they're watching art work together right now. Like, even though I'm not performing stand-up, this is new to me, this talk show thing. But I'm digging it. And on top of you watching art, Skip has agreed to do even more art. You see
I'm going to do a little live painting here.
He's going to do a live
I'm going to do a little something while the show goes on. So, yeah, I'm happy to do it.
And I also want to bring to everyone's attention, that's
I've
one
got a
of
piece here, I have a piece back in the back. But the best way to see my work is just skiphillart.com. You can find me, or I just tell people, just put my name, Google my name, Skip Hill Art, and you'll get 5 pages of different links and different things to go to. I do have a couple of pieces in the permanent collection at the Philbrook Museum of Art, which I was really thrilled with. The permanent collection.
No, I don't.
They bought them. They bought them, and the check cleared. So. Really nice.
So I'm gonna play a quick game. I'm gonna play a game with you. But before I do, what's next?
Every day is what's next, quite frankly. My life, I was having this conversation with someone today. I'm not rich by any means, but I live a rich life in the sense of, someone once mentioned to me that wealth is being able to have slow mornings. Most of us pop up, the alarm goes off, we go, hopefully you've got your lunch made from the night before, your clothes ready, but there's your morning starts with, I gotta be on this JOB by a certain time, traffic, blah, blah, blah. And for me, my mornings are really easy. I do my little stretching, my little meditation, set out on the terrace here at Wompa and watch the sun come up. There's really no rush for me to get to a job, which is, for me, that's like what rich people do, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I know that's not what they do. Rich people are they're in that grind too. But for me, that is what wealth is. So every day for me is what's next. And the next painting for me is what's next. Sometimes it's not necessarily some big grand, I've got this big show that I'm doing in LA. Sometimes it's just the next big thing, the next thing is the next painting that I'm gonna do. The next opportunity to do something like this. This came out of nowhere, right? Someone mentioned to me that they told you about me, And then someone told me that they told you about me, and I'm like, okay, so who is he? And I start Googling you, and it's like, that's what's great about being here. That's the next day. Next day, 2 weeks ago, you told me I was on the Keith Terry show. I was like, who? And now I'm like, yeah, this is awesome, bro. So that's the next thing. Keep making art. Keep showing love to people. Teach where I can. I always liked it. My dad was a teacher. I come from a family of teachers. Teach, share as I've gotten older. Those things become more important to me than a lot of things that were important to me. I thought were important in my youth. But as I get all gray here, my heart and my passion, the next thing is always edify people, inspire people, lift up people, encourage people in whatever gift or passion that you have. That's pretty much my next big thing.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask a few questions, and then I'm gonna let you go over and paint.
Okay. Are there right answers and wrong answers? I mean, it's multiple choice, or
I'm gonna give you options.
okay.
I had to do research because I don't want to just clown. I want this to.
I thought you were a comedian, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm an artist. That's the thing.
Boom.
There, it's a big difference.
Boom.
I'm an artist. Like I tell people, it's comedy. Anyway.
Question.
All right, first one. First cave paintings, which I learned that first paintings were actually in caves.
Sure.
Figure out the darkness, but anyway.
Yep.
First cave paintings were 10,000, 40,000, or 70,000 years ago.
Oh man! Wow. Now I'm a trivia nut. Give me 40,000.
70 or 10.
10. I'm gonna go with 10.
40, 45 to be exact.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Wow, give me a minute, man.
Yeah. Blew me away.
In my family, I kick ass in trivia. I'm the trivia dude, man. I'm the trivia guy. So I just need a minute to kind of just suffer. I need a minute to take that L right there. What's next? Let me get back in the game.
Okay, Van Gogh. There we go.
Who?
Van Gogh.
Vincent.
I'm sorry. Vincent. Before he became a painter, was he a preacher, blacksmith, or doctor?
He was preaching.
Bang, bang.
He was preaching the word of God.
Hey, look, I'm going to do the bobblehead.
He was a preacher. I'm sure he didn't preach like that. I was I lived in Holland, and I'm sure he had a Calvinist Lutheran. His father was pastors, and they were really upset when he left the ministry. But his heart was really to work with poor people and minister to poor people. So when you see some of his paintings there's one with a light bulb in the middle. They're called potato eaters. Is the name of the painting, and those are people that he was ministering to who were actually working in coal mines in the Netherlands. Just to kind of add up. I know my trivia, so that first one is still. I'm still feeling that L right there. Let me get back in the game.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Ready? Which ear did Vincent van Gogh cut?
Ooh,
Hey, that's a good question, right, audience?
It's a good question. All right, so
which ear?
What I'm trying to do right now is I'm looking at that particular painting, and I'm seeing where's the bandage. I'm going to say it's on the... It's a 50-50 shot. So in the painting...
You're halfway there.
In the painting, I think it's his right ear.
Left. I can't let you go on that one. One more. I cannot let you go on that one.
These are great questions. These are really
I did my research,
good,
and I didn't just pull them out. I learned these things. Like I went in. Okay, here's another one.
I thought I knew.
Okay. Okay. Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
All right. One of these statements is false.
Okay.
He was a talented musician. He was a notorious procrastinator. He and Michelangelo were best friends.
All right, so my answer is which one is not true?
Yeah.
That last one.
Absolutely. I did not know. Y'all give it up for Skip Hill.
Mosey on down here.
Okay.
And
This is not art imitating art. This is art making art. That's so dope. Y'all have no idea. I have a soulful turn on right now. All right. So my next guest have to represent my art form, stand-up comedy. He's a local artist named Zach Amon. He is a regular on the Who Killed Kenny TV show. And he has kissed more puppies than any other comedian in the country. Hey, that's gonna happen the whole show. Y'all give it up for my good friend, Zach.
Thank you. All right. Keep it going for Keith. Keep it going for him. DJ over here. All right. Yes, I have kissed a lot of puppies. And it was fun. It's a good time. I'm going to try to break the record again this year. We're getting close. Getting close. Got to find a couple more puppies. But it's nice to be here. Good to be here. I'm going to be moving around a little bit. I'm going to be moving around a lot. I don't move around a lot when I do comedy, but I haven't hit my goals on my Apple Watch yet. So I gotta do it. I set them really low, so even if I have a bad day, I'm like, at least I stood for a minute, you know? That's pretty nice. But it's good to be here. I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. I'm German, Italian, and Japanese. That's right, yeah. I'm the Axis powers of World War II. Combined into this guy wearing a fanny pack in front of you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I grew up in a small town called Cushing, Oklahoma, and all right. So all of that just came out to, hey, Asian kid, like that's it. Like I got picked on a lot, dude. Like kids would come up to me all the time and be like, hey, Zach, how's Hiroshima? Oh, it's gone, and then run away. And I was like, that's rude, but I could stand up for myself. I'd be like, hey guys, how's Pearl Harbor? I got the crap kicked out of me for that joke, man. But you gotta stand up for yourself. Girls would come up to me all the time and be like, hey Zach, teach us Kung Fu, then do our nails. And I'm like, that's not cool. I can't do Kung Fu. Sweep kicks, no. Acrylics, yes. Ladies, got you all day. I got you all day. But the thing that bothered me, the thing that I hated, was that they always said I had squinty eyes. I hated that, because I don't think I have squinty eyes, personally. But they would always come up to me and be like, hey, Zach, why don't you open your eyes when you talk to me, you know? Just rude. But like I said, I was tough. I would look back at him and go, hey, Kyle, you gonna shoot up a school today? I got beat up a lot for that, but not shot. Kyle liked the joke, thankfully. Thankfully. Yeah, it's been a wild time in my life. I just started smoking cigarettes at 31. Thought it was time. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I decided to try it, and after going through all these different things, I was like, you know what, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna try the pouches. Skip the vape phase, straight to the pouch. I have friends who vape, don't want to be like them. Went straight to the pouch. After doing the pouch, I realized I'm just gonna smoke cigarettes. Because I realized it's not the nicotine that I enjoy, it's the fact that the cigarettes are slowly killing me. That's what I like. I've always thought smoking was cool, and what I like to do now is look at 18-year-olds with a cigarette and be like, you remember when you could buy these? Have fun at war, and then walk away. But I had to start smoking because I got really into cocaine. Anybody do cocaine in here? Yeah, cocaine's the greatest drug in the world. If you haven't done cocaine or you've been off it for a long time, get back on that wagon, because it rules. It's the best drug. I'm a firm believer that if cocaine became legal, coffee would go out of business. All the coffee. Starbucks would have to become Starbumps. Scooters would have to become Snooters. 7 Brews would have to become 8 Balls, you know? You have to walk in and be like, let me get that flat white. Rip it down. Gives a whole new meaning to Colombian, you know? But I had to stop doing it because I started developing health problems. Because I got into this thing called boofing. You know what that is? You heard of it? Yeah. I got into that, started to develop some health problems, went to the doctor. He's like, you gotta knock that off. You're developing a deviated rectum. Hey, you still with me? Okay. That's good, that's good. I have a boring job. I work at a bank. Very boring job. I'm a teller. But every once in a while, something cool will happen. This guy came in the other day to cash a check. No big deal. I'm doing my thing. He's on his phone. All of a sudden, porn starts playing on his phone. like loud, like full volume pornography. And he freaked out. He was like, oh my God. And he shut it off and he looked at me and he was like, memes, right? I was like, yeah, dude, memes. Just be honest, we all knew it was porn. I knew the exact video he was watching. It's one where the stepmom gets stuck in the stairs. I recommend it, it's good. It's good. Lighting's good, sound's good. I had a hard time believing she was a stepmom, but what are you gonna do? It's Hollywood. I did that joke in front of my stepmom, and the tension between us is weird now. Every time I go home, I'm like, stay away from the steps, the sink, the washing machine, because according to the internet, I can't control myself. I know I look like a dad. I get that a lot. I get a lot of, are you a dad? I'm not. I would prefer to be a daddy, you know? I got told the other day that I had big stepdad energy. And I was like, you know what I do, especially with this fanny pack. Like, I look like I'd neglect your kids but keep their snacks in here for myself, you know? Yeah, I love wearing a fanny pack. A lot of people give me crap about it. I like a fanny pack. I don't carry enough to justify a backpack, so I wear a fanny pack. Plus, if you leave a fanny pack lying around, nobody really freaks out. You leave a backpack lying around, people have questions. With a fanny pack, the only bomb you're gonna find is a bath bomb, and it is lavender, and it is delicious, all right? And not that I eat them. Wink. Anyway. But yeah, I look like a dad. I never really wanted to be a dad. I don't want to be a dad. I don't have kids. I like dogs. Dogs are my kids. I like dogs. Dogs are way better than kids in my opinion. They are. If you have kids, sorry, my dogs are better. It's just what it is. And here's why. Dogs love you unconditionally, loyal. They'll never murder you. They'll never steal your money. They'll never, try to kill you. They don't live as long. Bonus. And, kids don't lick peanut butter off your balls willingly. All right, that's about as dirty as I'll get right now. I was testing the waters. I was like, let's see how a dog ball licking joke will go with this crowd. But I got you. But yeah, I don't want to be a dad, you can tell. I don't want to be a dad, mainly because I know I would be a really good dad. And I don't want to take that away from the rest of you guys. That's the truth. That's the real truth. Like if your kid came home from my house and was like, well, at Mr. Amon's house, he has an 80-inch television. And you're like, well, you know what? Go live at Mr. Amon's house. I would accept your child into my home. And I would raise them better than you ever did. I'd toss the pigskin around with them. If they came out to me as gay, lesbian, trans, whatever, I'd accept them. I'd say, you go. And then in their ear, I'd be like, your other family doesn't like this. They hate your choices. Leave them. Never speak to them. Be a good dad, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I honestly really don't want kids because I'm worried about like the times we live in. The times we live in are weird right now, okay? It's tense. I'm not someone who has like an optimistic outlook on the future. So I'm worried about bringing kids into the world, Because I don't want to bring them into a world that's going to end up sucking, which kind of feels like where we're headed right now. So I'm like worried about that. But on top of that is also social media. Social media is the worst thing we have done to ourselves as a people, as a humanity. I don't care about your opinions, which, good, we all agree. All right, so, but that's another reason, because I just don't like, I just don't want like my kids to get on social media and then come in and like, they go follow me on social media, and then they got to look at who I follow on social media, and they're going to come in with some questions. And I'm going to have to look these kids in the face and be like, you know what? It's time for you to go home to your old family. Thank you guys so much. My name is Zach Avon. I appreciate you having me. Keep it going. Keep everybody. Thank you, sir.
Keep it going for my good friend Zach.
Thank you.
Don't leave your dog around Zach. You already know what it is.
Especially if there's peanut butter there.
That he's going to do. My friend, how are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
You look great.
Yeah. Look at you. I feel underdressed.
No. Listen,
My shirt has holes in it. I got it
do
off
your shoes.
my, yeah, so do my shoes. I got this off my grandmother's table. You like it?
Yeah, I can feel.
Yeah.
There's some cornbread.
Yeah. It's probably a barbecue sauce stain on the back.
At least it ain't no dentures attached.
Hey, no, not anymore.
Crocs and a fanny pack.
Well, yeah, you know. I like to rock a certain fit, and that is bad. I just like, my dad taught me, one of my favorite things my dad taught me was, hey, don't get shoes you have to tie.
And you're staying true.
And staying true. And they're Adidas, so they're cool. It's cool.
Or a shirt you have to iron.
Yeah. I got to get this back home, though, and get it back on the table before dinner. Otherwise, they're going to be pissed.
It gets nipply.
A little bit.
Hey, so Zach, I never asked you. You originally from Tulsa?
Yes and no. I grew up in Cushing, but like my mom lived up here, so we'd come up.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not from Oklahoma. You
Oh.
grew up in where?
Cushing.
That's in Oklahoma?
Yeah, it's like an hour over there somewhere. It's like between here and OKC.
Like on the way to Durant?
I think so. Maybe. Yeah, you might pass it. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
I just say a city and everybody always agrees. It's like, yeah, it's
Yeah. Now, the one interesting thing about Cushing is all the oil in the world runs into Cushing. Yeah.
What?
We are the oil pipeline capital of the world. Yeah. Shout out.
How much
Russia.
How much is gas?
Oh, I had too much. I don't know. I got gas before coming, and I just felt my heart
How's
sink.
the water?
Well, let me tell you, I can't see straight. That's why I wear these glasses.
Hey, that goes right to my next question. I forgot. What nationality are you?
Oh, I'm German, Italian, and Japanese. But
yeah, there you
I
go.
look... To me, I feel like I look most Italian, but everybody's like, nah. Those eyes say differently. And I'm like,
Miss
oh.
Skip laughed.
Yeah. All right.
Don't change the painting.
Hey, those eyes look like mine a little bit.
I saw a picture and you make sure everybody go follow.
Oh, yeah, please.
Follow everybody
Yes.
that's on the show. When I
Yeah.
put out the clips, I'll make sure I add it.
Sweet.
But I saw your brother, and oh
Yeah.
my God, I was like, I see the Japanese for sure.
Yeah, my brother definitely looks a little more Asian than I do. But he's actually probably close. See, he's more of the Japanese one, and I'm more of the Italian one based on just like everything. Like, he's very smart, studious, regulated. I'm disgusting and a menace, so I'm literally wearing a tablecloth.
How long have you been in the game?
Believe it or not, this month is 11 years. I started
Yeah.
when I was 19.
Me too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And here we are, dude. Here we are. We've done it.
Buddy.
We're top of the game right now.
Let's get back.
Yeah, for real.
We should just start a podcast.
Oh, that would be an
Get a
honor.
YouTube channel.
That would rule. Call it Rush Hour.
Lee! Kata! Lee! Kata!
It would give me the perfect excuse to use an accent.
Dude, that was the pause that y'all saw. It was just like, Keith, you're not in your living room. Please don't. Calm down. You're a talk show host right now. You're not a comedian. And I was just like, Lee! Kata! Kata!
It's a great movie. You're quoting a great film.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
What's next? What do we... Do I gotta help Skip paint? No. I'm kidding.
no, I'm gonna ask you. I got a game. I'm gonna play a game.
Ooh.
You ever? I think it's marry, murder, and feed. You know
That's not what I call it.
You know what game I'm talking about?
That's not
marry,
what I-
murder, and feed. I
call
still
it,
want sponsors.
I call it fornicate, marry, kill.
We are gonna play. Because we're comedians.
Okay.
We do comedy. MC, feature, or headline, meaning first person, second person, third person.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to give you,
Oh.
yes, Now, this is what's going to blow your mind. In the back, we had this very conversation almost, and that kid, that young, still got milk on his breath kid.
Skip's like they make me feel like a grandfather. I'm like, I should make you feel like a grandfather. They should make you feel like a great grandfather.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's. All right.
Host, this comedian host, feature, or headline. Ready?
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Okay.
George Carlin,
Okay.
Richard Pryor, Red Fox.
Ooh. I would probably go. I'd go Red Fox as host. Carlin is the feature. Pryor is the headliner.
Okay.
I think that would be, for those that didn't hear it, I would go Red Fox as host, Carlin as feature, Pryor as headliner.
I could see that.
I think that would work.
I would, if I was a booker, I would do it, Richard
And
Pryor.
give Carlin and Pryor 45 each. And then Red Fox his own 25.
As a club.
Just make it a super long show.
Buddy, I would have to put Richard Pryor first, just because he'll be in more sober condition.
I guess that's fair. That makes sense.
And Carlin will be the most angry at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you ready for another one?
Let's do
You
it.
like this?
I do. This is actually kind of fun.
All right, now
When he told me there was a game, I was like, oh, shit.
now this one, Skip, the kid, this is gonna blow y'all's mind. All right, ready? Same
Yes.
game. Andrew Dice Clay,
Oh.
Rodney Dangerfield,
Oh.
Steve Martin. The kid said all of these names back there, and I was like, that's one of my damn questions.
I'd have to go. Honestly, I think it would be fun to go Steve Martin as host, then Dangerfield, then Dice Clay. Let Dice Clay close that out.
Really?
I think that would be a fun show. I think that would be an interesting thing to see. I was debating, because I was like, Steve Martin should host, but it should be... I don't know where you could put Dangerfield or Dice Clay. I feel like it could go...
Dice Clay is gonna be mad because there's other people on the show.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has one of the best Instagrams. Follow Dice Clay.
I
He
know,
just
it is.
bothers people, and it's so funny.
It's right up there with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, now this is not gonna get any easier.
Okay, good.
I have to do for balance, not just balance, because I love the art form, and I don't think that, and I'm not saying it just to win you, but I don't think women are well represented in stand-up comedy. You know, it's almost like a door. You got to be a certain way. So I really always appreciate those unique ones.
Yeah.
How about this?
All right.
Feature MC headline: Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, Joan Rivers.
Well, okay. Well, technically, 2 of them are comedic actresses.
Yeah, all 3 technically though.
I mean, Joan Rivers, though, was a stand-up, so she's headlining. She's gonna headline.
Okay, scratch that one. I got one better.
Okay,
Ready?
okay.
Amy Schumer,
Okay, there we go.
Wanda Sykes,
Okay, there we go.
Ellen.
God.
I'll never get on her show.
It's a very gay show right there. That's a great gay show.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It's so happy.
I remember when I first saw that Ellen DeGeneres was married to Portia de Rossi, I was like, I want to be a lesbian. I want to be a lesbian so bad. Okay, on that show, okay, let's see. So Wanda Sykes, Ellen, and Schumer.
Amy Schumer. I knew Amy when she was on the road
Oh, yeah?
before. Yeah, I know she
Nice.
put in the work.
Oh, yeah, she's very funny. I would probably have Schumer host it and then go... Maybe Ellen, then Wanda, just because Ellen doesn't do stand-up as much. So you could close it on a banger.
Yeah. I personally
Purely
would
from
put
a-
Ellen at the end. I think she is one of the, regardless of what they say, I've never worked with her, but I've seen her live.
Oh, yeah, she's hilarious.
She's like a genius.
Yeah.
Like Bob Hope.
Oh, yeah.
She's like a female Bob Hope.
Yeah. I'd be like, be mean. I don't care. Keep giving me money. Yell at me all you want.
Okay, we got one more before I get you out of here. First, but we're gonna close out on this last one. This is
All right.
great. What do you have coming up next?
Coming up next. That's a good question, actually. Let me
Go in the fanny pack.
go in the fanny pack. Grab my. Well, I got. Oh, I'm doing a show. So I got on next Tuesday. I'm doing a show at Rooski's in BA. It'll be a fun little bar show if you want to come out to that. And then on April 26th, I'll be doing a show at the Circle Cinema where we'll be also watching Billy Madison after. So come check that out. That'll be a lot of fun. It'll all be posted on my socials. Zamen Comedy.
All right, you ready for this last one?
Yeah. Are you guys still having a good time? All right. We got a band coming up. They're fun. Somebody was like back there. They were like, "Are they gonna have us go first, then you?" I was like, "God, I hope not." I'm like, as a comedian, following a band sucks.
It is the worst when the music
Following
stops.
a band and a burlesque dancer. I had to follow a burlesque dancer one time. I'm like, how do you follow tits? This is crazy. Yeah, exactly. I did my best.
Yeah.
I ended up pulling mine out. Yeah.
Yeah, tits make it hard.
There's more secrets to this fanny pack than you know.
I'm surprised you didn't make Ellen the headliner.
I thought about it, but I was just like,
Okay.
logistically, like a psycho.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Yes.
All right. This one is okay. Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock.
Oh, man.
Wait, I'll let you think about it. I didn't put Eddie Murphy in any group because he honestly did stand up really at a small period of time, and when it went big, it's just not fair. He was my favorite. I used to sneak and watch Raw.
Oh, Raw's hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, classics.
When I first started and I was bumming, I'd do a Raw set in a minute.
If that was leather, you'd look just like him.
All right, Dave
All right.
Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock. You're gonna piss off black people either way it goes.
Oh, yeah, there's no winning on this one. I might even piss off white people with this one, but I'm going to go Kevin Hart hosting, Rock, then Chappelle.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
fair. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you,
job.
thank you.
Y'all give it up for my good friend, Zach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you having a good time? People were asking, they kept saying, like, is it a comedy show? What is it? And I'm like, dude, I don't know what it is. I just trying something different. And I'm like, I know I'm funny, and it's like I love art, and I just want to do something, you know, yeah. And as a selfish comedian, this is a good way to get more stage time, I swear to God. I go up and come down. I keep on talking, I'm going to say what I need to say. How you doing back there?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. I feel like I haven't given you enough to do. Hey, y'all can do this with the band. I'm gonna bring them up next. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I guess tear the set down and let y'all get a taste of Guy Hanna. This is their first ever performance, well, not live, but like booking in front of an audience with chairs and a bartender. Hey, Melissa. So, how long you been DJing?
I've actually been doing about a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yep.
Where you from?
I'm actually from Southeast Kansas. It's about 2 hours from here. It's called Neodesha.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of blocking out. I'm gonna step over here. Can y'all still see us?
I get there.
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on up here.
I'll come up from behind.
Yeah, you come up here. They definitely won't look at me.
I'm from a small town. It's called Neodesha. It sounds like Neodesha is a lot of the times how people pronounce it.
In Kansas?
Yeah.
I know where that is.
Yeah. It's only about 2 hours from here.
Yes, I did a gig there once. I don't remember it.
Yeah, there's not a lot to really remember in Kansas since it's just like flat land everywhere, you know, but...
Listen, I used to joke that when you enter Kansas going to Colorado, you can just see the Colorado state line right there as soon as you get...
Yeah,
there.
You know, it kind of gives you tunnel vision. Just driving straight, you just stare and you just get lost and hypnotized on the way. So,
Thank God for cell phones. When I first started comedy, we had the most advanced technology was a tom-tom. I think that's what it was called. The first little dash thing. Yeah, I wasn't making no money, so I was emceeing. And so it was like road map in Kansas. Oh God, that was the worst part of a drive. It's, you know how they say falling rock signs? It had cars running out of gas signs. 'Cause
yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to say. Not a lot of people hear this, but in my hometown, there's actually meth watch signs. So, kind of embarrassing to say, but that's kind of what you had to see around there. They're posted up everywhere. You can look it up on Google.
that sounds very.
No cap, no cap.
That's cute. No cap. No cap. No cap.
I guess
I've
that's
never
just like,
heard
right,
meth
right?
said so beautifully. No, but we have meth at our meth signs. Hey, what do you love about DJing?
You know, honestly, I really, really like. I want to give people the experience that I had whenever I went to my first EDM show, and I love the fact that I don't feel judged whenever I'm at an EDM show, and I want to put that influence out into the world too. And recently, I hosted my own event at Rabbit Hole. I also host here once a month, and I felt like I finally gave that experience to everyone. I had a lot of people that had never, been to a rave before, and they kind of got a little taste of it, and it was a really welcoming and great experience. So I'm glad I could put that energy back out there now.
And y'all give her a big round of applause. I'm glad you could be here. I couldn't give you too much direction. I just know that it's needed. You're needed, and I can't remember if it was Kevin or Alan. Hey, you know what?
Thank you, Alan.
Alan. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You can tell the band if they want to start coming. You can break all this down if you want to. You good? You good?
Guys, you're done. We'll move you out of the way. We're ready to go.
Oh, y'all already go. Well, I'm not done with my DJ.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Look, because I do not want to forget this. Other than my guest, what's the name of the beverage company again? I want to give you recognition in the back.
Platinum.
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 Event services.
Platinum Event Services. Thank you. Platinum Event Services. Platinum Event Services. Thank you. Thank you, Alan and Kevin. This from the bottom of all of our hearts. You are making sure that this is rolling as we are trying to make it be. Thank you to the Black Box Theater, American Theater Company, for hosting, giving art. Like when I saw this on a post, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I'll do a show every now and then, but I was like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? And I saw it, and here we are. So thank you. Give them a big round of applause. Because not just my show, they are supporting Tulsa art. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so what's next for you?
Well, next week, actually, on the 19th, Bloom is going to be hosting a show here too. Well, actually, it's House of Kit, and they're hosting an event called Bloom. So I'll be here playing for that. And next month, I'll also be here again at Wompa. I'm here once a month hosting my own show. So.
Good job. Hey, do you have any music that you've mixed of your own?
Yeah, I actually do have some mixes that I have put out on SoundCloud. My DJ name is Melistic, so you can just look that up on SoundCloud. I am in the early stages of production. I just recently got, I guess, the most professional software. I don't really know what level you would call it, but I'm trying to learn it, so I'm trying to figure it all out.
I think all of us are.
Yeah.
Like, Skip is the most seasoned, and I say that as respectfully as I can after Zach called him a great-grandfather.
Really inspiring, too.
But, like, we all are trying something, and guess what? Right in front of us, he's trying something. Do y'all see the beauty of this evening? Oh, my gosh, man, I can just... Anyway, look, Melissa, DJ Melistic. Make sure you go listen to her. And thank you so much for being a part of this. I guess we're going to hop out and let the DJ band do their thing. Y'all give it up for Melissa Burns. My bad. I forgot I have to introduce the next guest. I'm so excited to see them that, like, this is a cherry on top because I know what the show has been already because I've enjoyed myself. So, I've told you how it is that I found these young men. I thought I saw Hanson playing in the snow. Their tour bus got broken down. And they decided to skate and play and jam out. But I stopped and I talked to these young men and I listened. There's a song, I don't know if they'll play it tonight, but and one of the lyrics was, F the man, F the man. And I was like, oh Jesus. You singing this on South Peoria down from the hood? I got to work with you. And who knows what the future has for them. I wish them the best, but I know in this moment in time, I'm proud to introduce you to Guy Hanna.
How's everyone doing tonight? Alright, don't look at me because I might cry. This first one's called Snakes in the Grass. Take a good look like I don't know them yet, and they probably won't stay till the end. You see, no matter how long that you've known someone, you can't ever really know them true. And every damn time that you think of them, that's just a clone of them made by you. Man, I thought you was my brother, but it really turns out you're nothing but an ass. Thought you was cool, but you went and proved that you're nothing here but bad. And now I'm sitting right here in my own damn lawn, but I just cannot relax. The snakes in the grass. Puff of my cigarette, months later you was texting my phone. What's the man, how you been? Like I don't know that you chew me up like cigarette gum. See, I remember that night, told me come inside. When I came back, my car was robbed, but the windows were broken, the doors were locked, so I know you pressed the fob. Man, I thought you was my brother, but it really turns out you're nothing but an ass. Thought you was a good one, but you went and proved that you're nothing here but bad. Now I'm sitting right here in my own damn lawn, but I just cannot relax. The snakes in the grass. Cause you played me like an ass. You even helped me look for all the stuff you stole. I was the only real friend you had. And I thought you had a camera on your new doorbell, but it magically don't work. And you comforted my crying cause I lost my song. Man, you saw how much it hurt. Man, I thought you was my brother, but it really turns out you're nothing but an ass. Thought you was a good one, but you went and proved that you're nothing ever bad. Now I'm sitting right here in my own damn lawn, but I just cannot relax. The snakes in the grass. play me like an ass. Even helped me look for all the stuff you stole. I was the only real friend you had. And I saw you had a camera on your new doorbell for the magic little word. And you comforted my crying cause I lost my song. Then you saw how much it hurt. And I thought you was my brother, but it really turns out you're nothing but an ass. Thought you was a stone, but you went and proved that you're nothing here but bad. Now I'm sitting right here in my old damn lawn, but I just cannot relax. This ain't the crack. Thank you.
Hey! Give it up for Guy Hannah. Hey, they're gonna play another tune. Hey, I just wanted, for those who don't know, I wanted you. They're in the back. They didn't know I could hear them. Everybody on my team, I recognize it at the end. They would go back and they would just say to him, hey, Guy Hannah. And then I heard them huddle up and they're like, you think they're gonna call us Guy Hannah when we get famous? And I was like, yeah, they're just gonna call each one of you Guy Hannah. So introduce yourself.
My name is Hugh, and I'm the bassist. My name is Isaac, and I'm the guitarist. I'm Evan, and I'm the drummer.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm the lead singer.
Hey, look, you gotta keep this energy. Hey, I'm gonna point at you and just give me something solo, just a few notes, all right? Give me.
All right. Oh, I've been dropped deep. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Don't be nervous, you're good, buddy.
You ain't caught him off guard, bro.
Yeah, just pluck it. That's right, that's right. Listen, I'm not gonna hold it up too much. You've introduced yourselves. I know y'all are in the zone and you're probably ready to play.
We just gotta tune up real quick and then we'll have this next song ready.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, take your time. It's like spaghetti. While they're tuning it up, I haven't really looked at it. How you doing over here, Skip?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the show, man. I'm barely paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm enjoying the show.
Well, when you first started, I kind of had to do a parent role because everybody was looking. I was almost like, hey.
Over here.
Had to get a pointer.
I'm actually came up
the idea of doing a gesture, which are the original.
Oh, that's dope. Yes. So you are the painter from then. I'd be the jester, and that would mean that they were playing lutes.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Guy Hanna.
We got a little something special for you. This next one's called Elmo. Dark days, I never thought I'd see a Nazi standing on stage. And Elmo sing high, oh my grandpa from his grave. I was taught it's fine to punch a Nazi in his face. These are fucking dark days. Shit is going south. Now Elmo's got his dick inside of Donald Trump's mouth. And people say they angry, but they won't get off the couch. They only want to slouch, hope it all goes away. We need to rise up, these are fucking dark days. It's something all our health into one motherfucking war. And these the same people put in Frank in our urn. But now it's our turn, we just dump it to the waste. We need to rise up, these are fucking dark days. Donald Trump a cop, now clearly he's a puppet. Elmo's hand is up his butt. And now he's bending over hoping Putin's out of fuck. Zelensky's out of luck, and we don't got shit to say. We need to rise up, these are fucking dark days. Hey, y'all listen up. Fuck Trump, fuck Elon Musk, and fuck you if you like him.
Hey, Zach, come on out here. Listen, come on. Melistic Zach! Hey, this is only the second one, and like, I really dig it. Look, I tell somebody, Stormy, I see you. You share my post. Look, I can count. You share my post more than I post my post. Thank you. I appreciate you. And to Team Terry, all of you, thank you so much for making this possible. Tell somebody it's about the art. And I talked to a really good friend of mine because I was nervous. This is a transition. This is something so different. And he told me, and I'm going to pass this on to you. At the end of every show, I'll give a message. I'm going to figure it out, right? It'll be smoother. But he told me these words, don't be nervous. He said, be curious. Because when you're curious, you'll get interested. And if you get interested, you'll make it interesting. And that's how I approach tonight. And I thank y'all, man. This was a dope evening.
Hey, thank y'all for coming. Thanks for listening to the music. Thanks to Keith for having us, bro. This has been so fun.
Thank you. Good night. Keith Terry love!
Hell yeah.